Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm the one, the only, the revolutionary therapist, and today we are going to be having a much needed discussion about natural hair. Yes, natural hair, the revolutionary way. This is not a tutorial, but you will see some products that I use, so enjoy or not. The truth about natural black hair. Let's talk about it. I'm going to preface this video by saying once you really conquer your natural hair, your feelings about your natural hair, it is one of the most freeing experiences that you can have as a black woman, because society, everyone at large really tells you hate your hair, don't like it, cover it up, straighten it. And once you learn to love it for its entirety, it is so freeing. So let's talk about it. Natural hair. For some, the most hated and talked about part of being a black woman. Honestly, it is exhausting, but I really do feel like it is because it's connected so deeply to our identity, our blackness in general, and also beauty standards, and overall desirability. I know on social media, you guys love to get into a club, and that's why you hate your natural hair so much, but it really is so connected to identity as a woman in general, but also to our culture and how we choose to express ourselves. So let me start off by offering you some perspective on natural hair, because I feel like if you're even clicked on this video, if you're even on my page, then there is a reason. It is a very specific reason. And so let me offer you some perspective on natural hair. Number one, loving yourself, loving your natural self is one of the greatest acts of self-love. It really is, especially in this climate of surgery, in this climate of flawlessness. It is one of the greatest acts of self-love to accept yourself as you are, with what you're working with and with what God put on this earth. And that's when I kind of have to ask, why do you think there's such strong propaganda against loving yourself? Why do you think there's such strong propaganda? Why do you think so much media is dedicated to getting you to change yourself? Serious question. Number two, in addition, loving your natural hair is really a lifelong process. If you don't start at some point, you're not gonna start. I don't know if that makes sense. If you don't start, you're not gonna start. It is really a lifelong process. And here's where I offer you another perspective. A lot of the times you are getting messages about your hair, bad messages, poor messages about your hair from people who have not started their process of self-love. You're getting these messages from people who literally hate themselves. And I don't mean in like an anti-black way. Well, I do in that way. But I also mean in a literal way where if they don't have their wig on, if they don't have straight hair, they literally do not want to look in the mirror. And I'm not really even exaggerating, and this goes from your parents to the people you see on social media, to celebrities, to your friends, to co-workers, to society at large. They do not like themselves, and I think more people need to realize that before they take advice from these people. Taking advice about your young, black, fruitful life from people who are racist, from people who are black, but they're white supremacists. They have white supremacist values. Does that make sense to you? And this is really something that has gotten so bad. First of all, curls are popping, but this is something that has gotten so bad over the past few years, where black people literally do not like anything black. They want to separate themselves from blackness in whatever way they can. You guys don't like big lips, you don't like wide noses, you don't like textured hair, you don't like kinks and curls. We're at a point where y'all don't even like dark skin. You don't like anything associated with being black. Are we really going to promote these people and have them be the spokesperson, the spokespeople for our communities? These celebrities, politicians who really don't fuck with the black community? I know that was a little bit of a rant, but I really am just so tired of all the anti-black messages, colorist messages, content that you guys are creating. It's just disgusting. And I don't even think you guys realize it, what you're consuming and what you're creating. But another perspective is black hair is really the strongest and one of the most durable hair types ever to exist. I'm kind of hyping it, but our hair is really one of the only hair types that can be contorted and twisted into a bunch of different styles and not be tangled. Our hair can hold heat. It can hold a curl very nicely compared to other hair types. And honestly, it's really just so much beauty in black hair. I was thinking about Lemonade and Beyonce and how she had her braids, I think in Formation, the video, and just taking a black style, kind of revolutionizing it in a different way. It's the same hairstyle, braids, but it's just placed in a different way. And it was just such a vibe. Formation braids were such a vibe. And it makes me sad that the newer girls, because of all the anti-black messages, because of the hate for your hair, you're never going to be able to really experience the recycling of blackness. Like, you're never going to feel comfortable in that type of self-expression. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it's like everybody can have and recycle our hairstyles and make it a look, make it a vibe, make it cute, except for us. It makes me a little bit sad for you new girls out there, the young girls, Gen Z. And if I haven't already, here comes the controversy. Here comes the revolutionary, okay? I say all that to say, trying to be like white people, believing these things, it actually kills you because it kills them. They're lying to you too, to attain whatever social hierarchy they think they're at the top of. And honestly, I really have a whole rant or podcast episode on this, so I'm gonna save that for another video and just keep this about hair. And in addition, trying to be like that, trying to assimilate to whiteness is just erasing yourself. It's just erasing your own beauty. It's just erasing your own blackness. I don't know if you guys really realize this, but blackness is really so iconic. And that's why these messages are so strong, especially at a time like this. We are so iconic, and then it is repackaged as white. It is repackaged in a white way, and pretty soon you guys will see it repackaged in AI. You will see it repackaged with technology. And so, as much as people want to say that indulging in certain practices is their choice and their right, it's not really your choice if it was a choice that was given to you. It's like, choose between A or C. No B. Where's the B? Where's the B for black? And I say all that to say, love it. Love what you have. Love what you're working with. Love yourself. Because honestly, I did make a pro and cons list before I did this video, because I really wanted to see what are the pros of natural hair, what are the cons of natural hair. And the only cons that I actually came up with were that it's time consuming. Side note, it is. This video of me doing my hair probably was about 30 to 40 minutes to put it in those braids. So it is time consuming. But the only other con that I could come up with was being told that it's ugly, or being told that it's unkept or nappy. That's really the only cons that I came up with. And I have a whole list of pros, but really love it and really don't listen to people, like I said, who are just black white supremacists and who haven't started their love journey for their hair or for themselves in general. Don't listen to them about what you should be doing with your beautiful black self. So I know this video still has a few more minutes before it runs out, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a little bit of something out of this, and I will be back better than ever May 2023 with Disrespectfully the podcast and other goodies for you guys. So make sure you subscribe and see y'all next video. Oh yeah, and fuck you, Drake. Thank you to my beautiful hair.